Hi friends and good morning. Welcome to today, guys. A little more mundane day to day. Nothing exciting really happening. It's Tuesday, so that means it's my Sunday. I have two grooms today that I have to go and do. Trying to get away from grooming. It's just been a lot. I tweaked my back so bad helping my mother-in-law move. It hurts to breathe. Can't get comfortable, can't sleep right. It's just, I smell pot. Probably this house here. Can't sleep right, can't get comfortable. It hurts to breathe. I'm in a world of pain right now. Nothing's seeming to really take the edge off. Tylenol's not working, ibuprofen's not working. Probably need some type of muscle relaxer, or I actually tweaked my bones, my back, my cartilage, whatever, my discs. Everything hurts just to move, to breathe. But nonetheless, we're getting after it. So I ordered a bunch of parts. I knew this was going to become a money pit fast. Financial mistake. It's the reason I put that on all my toys. Oh, God, what did I do? I ordered a bunch of parts this morning for the blaster. I ordered the lowering kit. Ordered a new air filter. Ordered a new clutch pack just to have it. I haven't really got to rip it yet, so I ripped it around a little bit yesterday, and clutches seem to grab fine, but small stuff like that I like having on the shelf, and it was cheap enough. It is what it is. I've got tons of extra parts for the Polaris Predator, extra CDIs, extra brake pads, extra batteries, extra starters, cables, you name it, I've probably got it in extra parts. There's probably a couple $1,000s worth of inventory for extra parts for the Predator. Once the blaster's done, depending on how deep and how far I go with it, I probably won't need to keep extra parts on hand, but I probably will, just so I've got them. Brake pads, cables. If I replace all the cables, I probably won't. I haven't done like a ground up restoration / build on the Predator. I fixed things as it needed to be fixed, or if I noticed that it was starting to, like cables, if they were starting to fray, or if it was getting sticky, then I would replace them. But I haven't replaced everything on the bike, but it's been really reliable, so I haven't had to. Small things here and there. It does need a one-way bearing. It's common on the Polaris Predators. One thing I don't have on the shelf, but I will eventually buy it and get it changed. But anyways, back to the blaster. Ordered lowering kit, new air filter, clutch pack. What else did I order? I can't even remember now. But I ordered a bunch of stuff last night. Possibly, if the kid comes through, so I have to work today. Supposedly, I got a kid that's going to bring me a parts quad today for a really good super deal. It could be a running, riding machine. It's a complete machine. Top end's taken apart. His post says that the bottom end was good. It just needed a top end. But I need things. I need parts. So what I may end up doing is I may end up using it as a parts quad now to get and I researched the VIN. So the guy told me it was a 2003. 2003 was the model year change, where they changed to the headlight built into the hood, not stationary mounted on the grill, or on the grill, on the handlebars. So my bike is in fact a 2002. I misspoke. It's not a 2003. So anyways, I'm gonna get everything, take the good parts and put them on the 2002 and build the 2002. But what I think I'm gonna do, hear me out, I think I will use this bike if this kid comes through today. Hopefully he does, fingers crossed. If I get this bike today, I think what I'll do, four-wheeler, is I think I will tear it down completely and take those bits and pieces and have them sandblasted and powder coated, and then start building the quad from there and make two quads into one. Now, the 2002 is a good running machine so far. It needs to be tweaked, but it runs, it rides. It's a riding machine. Most people would probably hop on it and ride the piss out of it the way it is. You guys know me. I'm kind of meticulous about certain things. And if I had the means for another race quad, the Predator would have went under the knife and been getting a full restoration, all the way down to the bare frame, powder coated, and then everything new. I mean, if I've already replaced it, obviously it's new, but I would get everything new. And I think that's what I'm going to slowly do with this Blaster. If I get this other bike today, if the kid comes through and actually brings it to me, he's in 2 towns over, so he's like maybe 30 minutes away, if that, 20, 25, if that. Just down the road. It's not that far. But I told him where I'm going to be today. We agreed on a price. And he says he'll bring it. So we'll see if he actually shows up or not. I told him that if I wouldn't be able to do it until next weekend unless he wanted to bring it to me. So he said he would. We agreed on the price, and that's that. So I think that'd be the best case scenario, because then if I do it that way, and I've got to find a powder coater. I reached out to two last night, and it was after hours, so I get it. A lot of people aren't like me and respond to the business page all hours of the night. I don't want to lose business. I don't want to miss business. So I do respond all the time. Doesn't matter when. If I see it, I'm going to respond. So anyways, I reached out to 2 powder coaters that are somewhat local. Not like super far away, but not super close either. That have ovens big enough to do a 4-wheeler frame. So I'm waiting to hear back from them on pricing. And then, of course, I've got to pick colors. I keep bouncing around what I want to do. And then, I get a wild hair up my butt and think, let's do something wild and crazy again. But, if you guys know who Scoot and Skittle is, that's my style, right? The bright neon colors, vibrant, bright, out there, attention getter. But part of me wants to do like a factory resto on it, and I don't know. So I want to get away from the blue plastics. I know we talked about this yesterday a little bit in yesterday's video when I picked it up. I want to get away from the blue plastics. I either want to do the white and pink or the white and teal. Color spec on it. I just think the white will look really, really clean. I think it'll look really nice. But then part of me says, let's do black and like illusion purple, or let's do illusion purple and silver. I've always talked about, if you go really far back in the videos, when I was building motorcycles and stuff, I've always said I wanted to do a metallic purple and silver chopper, silver frame, illusion purple tins, real heavy flake. So I don't know. Do I want to do something wild and crazy or stick to my 90s vibe? And I really feel like the 90s vibe is going to be it. I keep going back to it. The white and the neon pink or the neon teal, just... And then it comes to graphics. Like I've always put my race graphics on it. I say my, but just race graphics with my name and number on it. And this is going to be a race quad. It's not going to be a garage queen. I am going to take it with me to Monster Truck Wars when I race. Not saying it'll be my primary quad, but it'll be a backup quad, or just a, hey, let's go have some fun quad. Don't care if I win or not. But if I build it right, I should be able to keep up with the 450 boys. So, I don't know. We'll see. But I've got to figure that out, because if one of these guys gets back to me, if this deal today works out and I do pick up this parts quad, you know, we're getting the ball rolling on things, and I need to be prepared and need to know, because, you know, it's one of those things where I don't want to waste somebody's time, ask them a bunch of questions. What's your turnaround time? How much is it going to be? Blah, blah, blah. And then not show up for like a month and a half, 2 months, you know. But today is ultimately going to be the determining factor, because if, like I said, if that kid comes through on the parts machine, parts bike, then I will tear that one down to nothing, bare bones, take everything off of it, and take everything over to the powder coater and get it powder coated, and then start reassembling it with the engine and stuff from the 2002 that I bought yesterday, or acquired yesterday, whatever you want to call it. So you know, I keep going back and forth with it. You know, how do I want to do it? But color-wise, you know, the Toomey exhaust could be restored, and that Toomey exhaust is expensive. So the expansion chamber head pipe, I'm going to take off the bike. I'm going to try to polish it. It's got overspray on it. Somebody like rattle canned the frame and rattle canned the cylinder head, and there's overspray all over it. So I'm going to try to clean it up and polish it out. It's chrome. So hopefully that works. It's an expensive exhaust to try to replace. But I want it to be nice. You know, I don't want to have this beautifully powder coated four-wheeler frame, new plastics, fresh graphics, looking sweet, and then have a turd looking exhaust. You know what I mean? So I probably will end up going with the FMF silencer, just because I think that Toomey silencer is too far gone. I may be able to restore it, but I don't know. We'll see. It's polished aluminum, and it's really dull, so I can try to polish it out again. See if I can find the TMR, I think is what comes on the silencers, Toomey Racing or something like that. The sticker's half gone. It's wore off. The bracket's missing. The gaskets are blown out. It doesn't have the rubber coupler. You know, that's what else I ordered. I ordered exhaust springs. I ordered the rubber coupler from the expansion chamber pipe to the silencer pipe. What else? I don't remember what else all I ordered, but I ordered a bunch of stuff. But I'm excited to get working on this thing. I'm excited to get it going. Just a new, fresh build. And then if I build it right and I get it to where it's, what are you doing? That's not what. People are so ignorant. It's not what you do. If I build it right, I'll be able to park the Predator for a while, I think, and start working on it and fix the small things that need to be fixed on it, and possibly start that frame down to the frame restoration on it. And I think that would be exciting, because I really want to do the fresh powder coat on it. I'm 99% certain I want to do neon yellow frame on that bike, and probably like a metallic blue swing arm or something like that. I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But on the Predator, I mean, I'm keeping the neon yellow. Everything that's already powder coated neon yellow will stay neon yellow, but I just want to do the frame because it's starting to show its age also, and the Nerf bars. But I think the Nerf bars should be a different color, or maybe I do the frame like an Illusion metallic blue, Illusion blue, candy blue, and I do the Nerf bars neon yellow. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll wait and see what happens. I got blue nets, Nerf bar nets, so maybe, I don't know. I just don't want it to be too much, if that makes sense. Highlighter, they glow yellow. Now I'm thinking about it. I don't know. But that reminds me, saying Nerf bars, I need to look up a set of Nerf bars for the Blaster. I keep wanting to say Banshee for the Blaster. I really want a Banshee. Have to look up a set of Nerf bars to see what those are going to cost. I looked up new control arms, because it does, one's bent, but if I'm going to replace one, I'm going to replace them all because it'll look funny. Steering shaft is surprisingly straight, so that's good. It's not bent. But anyways, what I was getting at is that I'm getting a whole parts quad for just a little bit more than what the new control arms would cost. So to me, that makes ultimate sense, because I'm getting 4 rims and tires. I'm getting a whole nother motor. I'm getting a whole bike. It's a complete bike for just a little bit more than what I could get just for what I would pay for just another set of control arms. So I think that's the better route to go, and I'm hoping and praying that this kid comes through today. But I'm sitting at the gas station. I need to get going. My groom's probably sitting there waiting for me. So I'm going to run in here, grab my sweet tea, and then head straight over to the shop, and we're going to get today going. And then, just stay tuned, guys. I know a lot of you are here for the monster trucks, the four-wheelers, the wrenching, and, and I've changed gears with being a business owner now, and I've been kind of daily vlogging and following that trend. But we're going to get back to the roots of the channel, and we're going to get back to turning wrenches and working on stuff, and I'm pretty excited about that. So we're going to start with getting this blaster done, and then I think slowly transition. Once the blaster's done, I think we're going to slowly transition to doing the CR125. And again, too, like I've said before, these are machines that I probably will never get rid of. So I don't mind putting a ton of money into them, because I probably won't ever try to resell them, because it's one of those things you never get back what you got in. So this guy's carrying out 12 bottles. They must have had a hell of a deal at a gas station for 1 liter bottles, but good Lord. I'll never get rid of these bikes. And if I do, I know I'm going to take a loss on them, but I don't plan on ever getting rid of them. So I don't mind spending the money and taking the time and doing them right. Now, if I ever did decide to sell them, like I said, I'm going to take a loss on it. And I'm well aware of that. And that's fine. It is what it is. Halfway through this build, I may change my mind, and say, you know what? I've lost interest in this. Let's just throw it together and flip it. And I got a good enough deal on it, I will make money on it. But I'm going to run in here, grab my drink, and get to work. Hi friends, well, as you can see, there's no four-wheeler in the bed of my truck. So a kid messaged me about 10 o'clock today, probably lying, I don't know. He says, well, I got somebody that said they're going to bring me more, and they're going to come pick it up. Okay, so you tell me one price, and then supposedly somebody else is bringing you more money. So, I get it, but when you make a deal with somebody, that should be the deal. I'm just that way, I guess. I guess I'm too old school. Handshake and look a man in the eye, and a deal is made, a deal is made. But it's probably better that he didn't show up, because another turn of events happened today. Family member got into a pickle financially and needed some quick cash, so I bought her car to help her out. So probably a good thing I didn't buy that four-wheeler, because I'd have spent way too much money today. I mean, I already spent too much money, but when somebody comes and they need help, I'm going to help them if I can, and I could, so I did. But anyways, I got not necessarily what I wanted. I've been looking at Chrysler Crossfires, Audi TTs, Nissan 350Zs. It's all the cars I've been looking at, but they're either clapped out and they want way too much for them, or they're clapped out and they only want like $1,000, but they need a motor or a transmission or something, or the bodies are beat to hell, or they're perfect and they want $1 billion for them, and I can't spend $1 billion. So I thought I had one lined up in Louisville a couple months ago, and I hustled and raced to try to get the money together, and I got the money together, and I texted him, said let's meet, and he says, sorry dude, I sold the car. And that was a 2010 Audi TT. It needed a little bit of work, but it ran and drove, so I was okay with that, because it was running and driving, but it just needed a little bit of work. So it needed brakes, valve cover gasket, I don't remember all the stuff it needed, but it needed a little bit of work. But anyways, that one fell through. I went and looked at a nice Lincoln. Body was nice. It ran good, but it needed either a wheel bearing or a differential bearing, something in the transmission. It howled and growled like crazy, and it needed brakes. Driving in a straight line, the brakes would do this, the wheel wobbled. And I didn't want to buy something I was going to have to stick $500 into right away, so I said, well, forget that. So anyways, I'm the proud new owner of a 26 Chevy Trax, all-wheel drive, turbo car. Or as we affectionately call it, the baby shoe. So at least it'll get good gas mileage. At least I'll be saving at the pump. Instead of $100 to fill my tank, it'll only cost $30, but it cost me $2,000 to buy it today. Oh, shit. Anyways, doesn't matter. I helped out a family member, and that's all that matters. So, anyways, had a good day at the shop, business-wise, and for me, it was a good day. My back is still on fire. I don't know what I did, but it's screaming. It's burning. It's a horrible feeling. I don't know what I did. It had to have been helping my mother-in-law move. It's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I've really done that was overly strenuous that would have pulled something in my back. But it's really bad at night. It's really bad in the morning until I get up and get moving around, and then it's bearable throughout the day. But mornings and nights, and now at the end of the day, it's hurting. It's hurting something fierce. It's aggravating the fire out of me is what it's doing. But it's bearable during the day, but it's really bad after working all day. It's really bad in the morning when I first get up, and it's really bad at night. Almost in tears. It's so bad, and I don't cry. I broke my arm, a double compound fracture on my left arm, and I didn't even cry when that happens. I'm sure that was a lot of adrenaline dump, blocking the pain receptors, I'm sure. But anyways, so like I said, I was going to pick up that parts four-wheeler. I got screwed on that today. I was really hoping that was going to work out, because like I was saying earlier, it just made more sense to pick that up. It was cheap enough. It made more sense to pick that up for a parts bike and use the parts off that to start building my TT bike that I want to build with the four-wheeler at home, the blaster at home, because I'd have an extra frame, extra set of wheels, extra control arm, basically extra everything. God, people are so ignorant down here. Just over the double lines like it's no big deal. Would have had all the extra parts I needed, so I would have been able to build it, powder coated, new bushings, new bearings, all that stuff, and not, I'd have another one to do it with, and then I'd be able to put my built motor into it on the fresh powder coat. But maybe I'll find another one. I'm going to keep cruising the Space Marketplace and see if I can't find another parts machine. And I guess just slowly start collecting parts when I can, when the finances allow it. Slowly start collecting parts, and once I get where I need to be, then I'll start working on it, I guess. I don't know. We'll try to find/make time to work on it, because it's got me super excited. And I need to buy a mower, but I don't want to spend the stupid money that they cost on it. I'd really like a zero turn, but I'd be happy with a traditional lawn tractor. Because right now, paying somebody, it's going to add up quick. I pay a guy $50 a week at the shop to mow, and then I'm going to pay somebody $50 a week at the house to mow. That's $400 a month I'm paying somebody to frickin' mow. I'd probably go and buy one for that, for $400 a month. I don't know. Maybe I should look into it. Go finance one or something. It's just so hit and miss down here. You know, like I was saying about the cars, it goes for the mowers too. They're either clapped out and they want way too much for them, or they're clapped out and they need a motor, or, you know, drive motors for the wheels, or just, I don't even know. It's stupid. Or they're perfect and they want $1 billion for them, more than what they go for new. And I don't understand that at all. I know I ranted about the little mini dirt bikes, mini crotch rockets, whatever, earlier. Was it in this video or another video? Yesterday's video, I don't remember, but I was going on the rant about that. Just people are just ignorant. I don't understand it. You can buy the damn thing on Temu for $245, free shipping, shipped to your door, brand freaking new. People are asking $600 for them down here. I mean, if that's the case and they're selling, I'm going to buy 10 of them, and I'm just going to resell them for $600 a piece. Because that's stupid if people are doing that. I'll never understand it. I know the guy. I almost want to ask him, like, why do you want $600 for that thing? They're $245 brand new from Temu shipped. Like, I just don't understand. I don't get it. If I cross paths with him, I probably will say something. I'm not very good at biting my tongue. I said some stuff today I probably shouldn't have said, but I was aggravated as hell. So, anyways, all in all, pretty good day today. Bought a little gas saver car, and I just need to try to get it to the house somehow or another, because I can't drive 2 cars at once. Kelly's always busy. I'm about to start my work week, so it'll probably be this weekend before that even happens. But start saving some money on gas. Pretty excited about that. I don't know. Anyways, short video today. I'm just not really too worried about filming the grooms anymore. I don't know. If you guys want to see that stuff, let me know. Drop it in the comments below. Holler at me. And I'll start doing it again, I guess. I feel like it's pretty redundant. Watching me groom dogs every day. I just feel like it gets monotonous, it gets boring. Going through, and I still don't understand all the stuff, but I went through the YouTube studios the other night, and how the algorithm works, and the click-through rates, and attention spans, and people, how a watch hour, whatever it's called, the watch hours or whatever, how all that works, I still don't understand it. If I took the time to learn it, or if I had somebody to break it down Barney style for me, maybe I'd be doing better on my YouTube channel, but I don't understand how all that stuff works, so Dylan came in home today. That's cool. Said he wasn't going to get to it. Awesome. See, there we go. I got a guy that comes and mows for me. I hate that. Why am I paying somebody? I've always said, why I'm never going to pay somebody for something I can do, and here I am doing it. So anyways, appreciate you guys as always for tuning in and dealing with my nonsense. Keep watching. Like I say, we're going to start working on that four-wheeler. Start getting that done. And just going to start getting back in the groove of turning wrenches and stuff. So appreciate you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.